They should have kept this one in the vault. Good God Almighty. So, Honey Don't is an all-new comedy murder mystery film. The film is directed by Ethan Coen and it stars Margaret Qualley, Aubrey Plaza, Charlie Day, and Chris Evans. Small-town private investigator Honey O'Donoghue probes a series of strange deaths that are led to a mysterious church. I don't know if I'm in the minority here, but I was actually kind of looking forward to this movie. I thought the trailer was good and the movie was made by one of the directors who was responsible for No Country for Old Men. And also, I kind of enjoyed Drive Away Dolls, so I went into this with an open mind. And after watching this movie, this cannot be the same guy that made No Country for Old Men. Brother, how did we get here? I swear to y'all, there is more sex than plot in this movie, and I'm not even exaggerating. There isn't a lot of good things in this movie, but there are a couple of things that I do want to point out and appreciate. This story is lackluster, but at least the production isn't. The overall production is well made. I really enjoyed the look and the feel of this rundown small rural town. You ever see one of those small rural towns where it looks like you can easily get away with murder? That is what the production feels like in this film, and I gotta appreciate that. I thought the entire cast was fine with what they were given. I thought Margaret Qualley was good as Honey O'Donoghue. Her character may not be the most fleshed out or the most well written, but I think she's likable enough to keep the movie somewhat entertaining. But I would argue Chris Evans brings the most charm to this movie. I thought he was great as playing this vile sleazeball pastor, who quite literally uses religion as an excuse to get what he wants and commit corruption. Not too far off from reality. Him and Margaret Qualley try their absolute hardest to carry this movie, but despite their solid performances, it just wasn't enough. The story in this movie is one big jumbled mess. There are too many plot lines in this movie, and the film does not give any of those plot lines or even subplots enough time to develop. The film feels unfocused and it feels like it's having a bit of an identity crisis. You have the ongoing murder investigation. You have Chris Evans' character essentially running this cult of a church. You have Honey Donoghue and her family and their issues. You have other supporting characters whose storylines get introduced, but doesn't go nowhere. And of course, you have Honey Donoghue using her sexuality as a way to cope with her own personal trauma. You know what I mean? So many plot lines, not enough to flesh any of them out. At one point, I forgot the film was about a murder investigation. When your main plot line gets pushed to the side for other subplots that don't even get fleshed out either, that is not a good thing. If anything, this film feels like the first draft of something that could have been great. Now, I love me some good comedy, especially some dark comedy. Even with this story not being the most polished, I was hoping at least the comedy would carry. Unfortunately, it doesn't. There are good moments of humor, but I would argue there's more bad than good. I feel like this is one of those cases where it's like it looked good on paper, but it was horrible in execution. And ladies and gentlemen, anything can look good on paper, but it's all about how you execute it. And the whole killer reveal was extremely anticlimactic and underwhelming. To me, it didn't make sense. I mean, sure, they explained the killer's motives, but I feel like there were other ways to go about that. I don't want to talk too much about it because it's spoiler material, but just know it's a head scratcher. And the way the movie ends was kind of a slap to the face to the audience's intelligence. So what this movie has taught me is that Honey Donoghue is not a great PI. But in the end, guys, Honey Don't is a cheap, half-baked, run-of-the-mill whodunit. The film has its moments, don't get me wrong, but the cons significantly outweigh the pros. I cannot recommend this movie to really anyone. Ethan Coen, you are breaking my heart, man. So plugging Honey Don't. Into the rank system, I am placing this one into the negative zone. But yeah, y'all, that is pretty much my review for Honey Don't. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys thought about the film. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What is your all-time favorite murder mystery film? Whatever you thought, let me know down in the comment section below. And as always, guys, leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you all in the next one.